Welcome to Wednesday's News Moto, brought to you by For Riel. Each week we partner a moto ride somewhere in Cambodia with updates about what's happening around the country. It's a fun way for you to keep up to date with events in the kingdom. If you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you will know that we went out to Black Pepper Resort on Saturday. It's 17 kilometres west of Siem Reap town, and today's ride starts on the highway just after the turn-off to the old airport. We'll make it halfway there and show you the second half of that ride next week. The countryside is very pretty, and now that we have had plenty of rain, you can see how lush and green it's looking out there. At For Riel, we donate the money we earn from YouTube to charities in Cambodia. The total is on screen now. Thank you for watching our videos. As you can see, it really does help. In the description of this and every For Riel video, you'll find links to the charities we support, so you can make a direct donation if you'd like. We regularly support Cambodian Children's Trust, Heartprint and Reach. Okay, now those formalities are out of the way, let's get into the news. It is Wednesday the 10th of July, and today we look at new H5N1 cases, check in with China, catch some crocodiles, eat some pufferfish, stop the flooding of Shit Creek, and as always end with a few good news stories. The Ministry of Health issued a press release on the cases of bird flu in Takeo province. A 5-year-old girl is the second case to be reported in recent days. The girl is the cousin of a positive 3-year-old boy and lived at the same house. At present, the patient's condition is mild and she's receiving intensive care by doctors. According to the investigation, about 10 days ago there were dead chickens and ducks in the village. They brought a dead chicken to cook, and the girl touched the dead chicken before it was cooked. The ministry stated that emergency response teams from the Ministry of Health, officials with the Ministry of Agriculture and local authorities are investigating the outbreak of bird flu and continue to search for sources of transmission in both animals and humans. The team is conducting searches for other suspected cases of the flu to prevent transmission in the community, as well as to distribute Tamiflu vaccine and conduct a health education campaign for the people living in the area. The Ministry of Health warns people to be careful because H5N1 bird flu continues to pose a health threat, with symptoms including fever, cough, runny nose and shortness of breath. People who become infected have a history of contact with sick or dead chickens or birds within 14 days before the onset of symptoms. Those infected are advised not to go to crowded places or towns and should seek medical advice and treatment at the nearest medical centre. Chinese tourists are slowly returning to Cambodia. Angkor Archaeological Park has seen a substantial increase in the number of Chinese tourists in the first half of 2024, as stated in an Angkor Enterprise report. This surge in visitors is a significant development for Cambodia's tourism industry. The report said that some 38,000 Chinese visitors toured Angkor during the January to June period this year, up 39.3% from 27,000 during the same period last year. The report also stated that China was the 5th largest source of international tourist arrivals to Angkor after United States, Britain, France and South Korea. We highly recommend coming to Cambodia during the start of the rainy season or green season, as it's much cooler and the explosion of plant life is amazing. The temples are starting to get nice and mossy right now. According to the report, 522,000 international tourists from 182 countries and regions visited Angkor in the first half of this year. That's up 35.3% over the same period last year. A new airport in Cambodia will be ready for takeoff soon. Dara Sakor International Airport in Koh Kong Province's Botom Sakor district will start domestic flights in August. Before you get excited though, the airport is almost fully built and technically ready to operate the first phase of domestic flights for 2B aircraft, but they'll only be charter flights and light aircraft with a weight of not more than 5.7 tonnes. A meeting also discussed a series of procedures to gradually move towards the launch of international flights at the airport in the future. In order to commence operation of international flights, airport certification has to be obtained. The $350 million project is developed by Chinese firm Tianjin Union Development Group. Once operational, the airport will be able to handle long-haul aircraft, including Boeing 777 and Airbus A340. Currently, Cambodia has 3 airports: the Phnom Penh International Airport, Siem Reap Angkor International Airport, and Sihanouk International Airport. Now there is finally an end to late-night surprise fecal facials. This is all Jeremy's doing, you know. Floods in a well-known sewage canal in Phnom Penh may soon be a thing of the past if planned works go ahead. The director of the Department of Public Works and Transport of Phnom Penh stated that from the corner of Street 105 and Street 288 to the corner of Street 105 and Street 446, Bung Trebek Canal, or Shit Creek, will have a large-scale box drain replacement development project soon. There will be further expansion to change the size of the sewer to keep the water flow system flowing, otherwise it will cause flooding in the area, making it difficult for people to live and travel. 5 people in Kampong Chenang province suffered severe food poisoning after eating a pufferfish and required emergency treatment at a local hospital on Saturday. The Ministry of Health issued a statement confirming that the victims had been poisoned but are recovering after receiving treatment. The ministry also advised people to avoid eating blowfish, as some types of the fish contain poison that can cause illness and even death if consumed. The statement said that a pufferfish's poison cannot be eliminated by cooking or freezing, and that there are 9 types of pufferfish found in Cambodian waters, of which 5 are deadly. After eating the meal, the family suddenly felt numbness in their mouths, arms, and legs. They contacted their local health centre, and the doctor there told them to drink hot water with lemon. Maybe this doctor should have used Dr. Google, as hot water and lemon is never going to help unless you have a sore throat. If you do have pufferfish poisoning, vomiting should be induced if the person is awake and alert and has eaten the fish within the last 3 hours. After the hot lemonade treatment didn't work, the victim's condition deteriorated, so they went to the health centre and then the provincial referral hospital. When a person eats a poisonous pufferfish, the toxins affect the central nervous system, with symptoms appearing from 20 minutes up to several hours after eating the fish. Symptoms include itchy lips and mouth, followed by a headache, dizziness, itchy limbs, difficulty speaking, muscle weakness and paralysis, vomiting, diarrhea, a stiff jaw, and in severe cases, death can result from respiratory failure. Now onto something that is good to eat but can also kill you. 22 crocodiles have been put back behind bars after they took advantage of an open door to escape from their farm in Siem Reap. Fun fact, Siem Reap province alone has over 400 crocodile farms. The chief of Salu Fisheries Administration, Sangkat, stated that, late at night, 22 10-year-old crocodiles with an average length of 1.5 metres were mistakenly released from their cages by their caretaker. Not sure how you accidentally released 22 large crocodiles into the city. However, within 5 hours, the escaped reptiles were safely wrestled back into their pen. That would have been a very interesting story walking back to your apartment after a night out on Pub Street. A man in Phnom Penh has taken Katy Perry's fireworks song to a new level. The man was arrested after repeatedly throwing firecrackers in the street, causing discomfort and bemusement to local residents. The man's antisocial behaviour with firecrackers surprised residents living along Street 21B in Phnom Penh. According to the villagers, every day the man would run into the street and discharge his firecrackers, then dart back into his house. Upon arresting the man, police found a large cache of the noisy fireworks. The suspect was detained by the authorities and taken to Tulkuk Police Inspectorate to continue the procedure. Quick question for you viewers. Would you rather 2 minutes of fireworks or 1 hour of loud karaoke? Tough question. Now we have a quick weather update, as the green season has well and truly arrived, and so has the rain. Around the country, expect temperatures from a cool 23 degrees to highs of 34. Rain and thunderstorms obviously can also be expected. Let's have a bit of good news now. Cambodian rap superstar G. Davitt has set up a $200 a month scholarship for an underprivileged child. The rapper decided to set up the fund after hearing about the plight of the young man via a video on social media. He declared, "By virtue of seeing this video and after receiving clear information, I decided to support his livelihood for a whole year." That's fantastic news, and hopefully this money will be enough for the family to build their own sustainable livelihood and stop the cycle of poverty. While benefiting about 300,000 students across Cambodia, the School Feeding Program, or SFP, has also transformed into an effective mechanism to promote locally supplied food products. The program collaborates with the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports and has so far covered 1,114 targeted schools across 10 provinces. The school feeding program was initiated to improve the nutrition of marginalised students, especially in areas hit hard by poverty, to promote school enrolment, reduce dropouts, and contribute to successful graduation. And on that happy note, we have reached the end of this week's news. You're now up to date with all of the most important events in the kingdom. Don't forget to join us over on Instagram or Facebook. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, have a great week, and we'll see you very soon.